of what we encountered. And it's great watching the video and hearing from different students, but I wanted us to hear from one of our very own students. So if you could help welcome Miss Rylen Owen to the stage.
Good morning. For me, camp was overall amazing. It was, going into camp, I felt like I was in a good spot with the Lord, and then coming out of camp, I felt like I was in an even better spot, but it was more during camp. I got to, as you saw in the video, there was tons of activities and tons of fun things to do. The food, don't even get me started, it was amazing. Absolutely my favorite part besides worship. But on a serious note, praise and worship, I remember standing in the building and, lifting my hands and just feeling the Holy Spirit and the atmosphere. It was so surreal, and just being able to look at everybody lifting their hands and, worshiping our God was just amazing to me. And then praying for other people and reconnecting with friends and fellowshipping with other people. And I remember looking and bondages being broken, testimonies were shared, and chains were falling off, and it was just amazing to see the community and how we got to come together and just love the Lord. And there was no shame and no guilt in anything that anybody went through. And if you haven't went to camp, I would highly recommend you going. It's never too late. It's definitely one of the things I look forward to every single year. And yeah.
Thank you. Guys, give it up for Rylen. And I wanted Rylen to share, because I think a lot of the time when we have forward or when we have camp and things like that, sometimes we get in the mindset of, no, I'm good. I'm good with the Lord. I'm in a good spot. And like Rylen said, she was in a good spot with the Lord before camp, but when she got to camp and left, she was even more inspired and even more on fire for God. So you don't have to just be going through something to get something out of it. And Rylen is one of our leaders in youth, and you can see that she just has leadership all over her. And so I was thankful for her to go to camp with us and just to be inspired and to see other students just worshiping and seeking after God. And personally, I just want to thank you, and because this is normally the time where we do offering, and we'll be doing that here in just a second, but I just want to thank you as the youth pastor, because it's because of our congregation being so generous that we had several students that may not have been able to go to camp. We had students that were able to go to Camp FCY this past weekend and encounter God in a way that they may not have encountered Him before. And it's not just a weekend at camp that did it. I'm telling you, youth this past Wednesday was just incredibly powerful. The altar was full, and it's because they just got that little shot in the arm. They got that bounce of energy just being around other students. And it's because of you that so many of our students got to go to that. So I just want to say thank you. And if you could just give yourselves a hand for being such a generous church, I just want to say thank you.